Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Welcome back to Mancity Unplugged, your very own Mancity fan channel. I hope you all are doing really well and having a great Monday. Still thinking about the defeat. I think it still hurts, but not as much as it did on Sunday because reflecting upon the facts, I mean, it is important that we take out the positives, whatever we can, out of this Champions League campaign which was ended so suddenly, which no one expected. But then, like I was discussing yesterday, it's just life. Sometimes, even in the simple situations, it doesn't work out for you. That doesn't mean that you just keep reeling over it again and again. It's important that we keep away all the negativity coming out from opposition fans, press, from the discussions within our own fan base. We just keep away all the negativity and start focusing on the positives again. Start focusing on the things, on the lessons which we have learned from this Champions League campaign. What there have been positives, which I will which I'll come to in a minute. So it's important to bring that positive vibe, that positivity back again. We are saying goodbye to a legend in David Silva. So it's important that we again bring that positivity around the club and say that goodbye to him with all our hearts open. He's been an excellent servant of the club. I'll miss you, Merlin. Although it was one of my dreams actually that I wanted to see David Silva lift the Champions League trophy before going out. Uh, but then it wasn't to be. But then always when we lift the Champions League trophy again, we can always invite him back. It's not a problem, and a statue has been announced for him, and so it should be, and is always etched in our hearts. So again, David Silva, thank you for all the memorable performances over the decade. You have just been so much wonderful to watch. You have just given us some of the most breathtaking, gorgeous experiences. You have just given us goosebumps sometimes with your weight of pass, with your vision, with the way you glide across the pitch. It's just been wow. We'll just miss you. But just remember that you're etched forever in the memory of City Hearts, and and we just wish you all the best for your future. And so, reflecting on the positives from the Champions League campaign, I think when I was just seeing back, what can we learn from this campaign? I think one thing is that we have solved. I think that we have solved a major problem here that has haunted us for the past two, even three seasons. And the problem is that it's the left back position. The problem will be in defense, and that's obvious. But the problem is the left back position. I'm not just telling it because okay, Joao Cancelo has come in and is fit well for the four matches. There's been another person who's really emerged, and it's been really interesting. And it's not even someone who's playing for our club. It's Angelino who's playing for RB Leipzig, and I know that he was back last season and he wasn't successful, and he again had to be sent back on loan. But then he has become a much better player than what he was. He had to be sent back on loan this January, but he has developed into a much better player than when he left City. So I think, and against RB Leipzig, in fact, Leipzig has gone further than City, and he was excellent in that match against Atletico Madrid. Though I think the defensive capabilities of Angelino are still something in question, I would say. I'm still not convinced by the defensive capabilities of Angelino, but he would provide us a good option coming back, because he's really grown. He's a different player than when he played in the first part of this season. First part of this previously concluded season, he wasn't even that sure about passing, but now his final delivery seems to have developed much more. He seems to, seeing Leipzig play against Atletico Madrid, Angelino seems to have appreciated where to go, which spaces to go into, when to pass the ball, when to dribble past the opposition fullback. It's just been really outstanding, fantastic watching such a player grow. So, and the interesting thing is, I don't think many people have realized this. I think 25 million pounds was the price which City are asking Leipzig in order to make this loan deal for Angelino permanent. And Leipzig have mentioned on more than one occasion that it is not possible. I mean, they cannot afford it. I mean, and basically in this condition, with I mean, with the pandemic striking and mini clubs not having as much financial muscle to buy. I mean, even Real Madrid and Barcelona, clubs like that, are not able to afford. So Leipzig has made it clear that unless the valuation is lowered, they will they will not be able to afford Angelino. So I think it's a good chance for City to bring him back. So it would be Benjamin Mendy and him, and also Nathan Ake could compete for that with Joao Cancelo, another option, and Joe Cancelo also providing competition for the right back with Kyle Walker. I think bringing Angelino back would really add to that squad depth, especially defensively with Ake versatile, Angelino coming in. Hopefully Benjamin Mendy stays fit. So with this, I think City can really go on and nail that Koulibaly signing for the centre back spot. I know it might be a bit surprising for you all that I'm saying nail that Koulibaly signing for the centre back spot. I mean, I know that I've been a big advocate of bringing in someone like Diego Carlos, for example, just because he was younger. But then I seem to have like changed my opinion a little bit now, especially watching Diego Carlos uh, play with Sevilla yesterday. Sorry, play with Sevilla against Man United yesterday. I think he was just diving into tackles a lot more for my liking. Though the tackles were good and spot on, but then I don't know. I think when a centre back is diving more into tackles, I think he's positionally not as good. Positionally is a bit suspect, so he's using his pace to just recover back. Because Koulibaly tackles, but then I don't see Koulibaly making last ditch tackles in the penalty box. Like Diego Carlos almost made three last ditch tackles, uh, and one of them led to a penalty, which Bruno Fernandes converted. So I think that shows to me somewhere that Diego Carlos still has that 1 year or something of a learning curve, 1 2 years of learning curve to go until he becomes that finished product. And can Pep afford? Because I don't know, Pep I think will be staying for the next season for sure. Maybe beyond the next season, I think he'll be looking to stay for one more year maybe, and then I think he'll be looking for new challenge. But then why would we need Diego Carlos? So Pep would be looking at a more finished central defender, and I think Koulibaly just fits that bill. 29 in his prime, 2 years until Pep leaves. Koulibaly has that European pedigree, great European experience. So I think Koulibaly provides Pep with a great chance of achieving that glory in Europe, which Pep so much craves for, which Pep has been really missing. So I don't think Pep would personally look to experiment on a Diego Carlos, because now, if you honestly ask me, Diego Carlos, I think that Diego Carlos is just an Otamendi with more pace. Though I would love to be proven wrong, but because when I saw Otamendi, I mean Otamendi has been excellent for the club, especially in the last 2 3 years. Not this season, but before this, he's done well. Uh, yes, he didn't have pace, but Diego Carlos is an Otamendi with pace. That's because Otamendi also dives in. But the only thing is that Diego Carlos possesses more pace, so he can maybe recover more. That's the only thing that differentiates him. So I would not want such a defender. Kevin De Bruyne at 29. Let us bring in Kalidou Koulibaly 29. Wow, we'll have a beast, and whom I would say the second best central defender in Europe in defense, and we would have the best midfielder and one of the best players in the world, and Kevin De Bruyne in the midfield, and we'll have one of the best strikers in Aguero. Yes, from back, and Ederson, one of the best keepers in the world. Though I know he has committed a few mistakes with Lyon, but from back to front, in each position, we would be really having a leader, and we would be in a far, far more commanding position to really go for that European glory, to really achieve the Champions League, and also to challenge for the Premier League against that Liverpool juggernaut, the Liverpool machine, which just seems to strengthen every year. I mean, Liverpool have signed Thiago. I don't know whether it's confirmed or not, or they're mostly to signing Thiago. So that means, I mean, Thiago would bring in a passing range, which I would say no other. Liverpool midfielder has, and is much harder to press. That means Liverpool have added strength in depth. We need to really go roaring back into the market, and according to me, get Koulibaly and strengthen it. I think not the left back, get Koulibaly, and after that also, if there is money available, go for a top class left back, I would say. But but other than that, I don't see that City need to strengthen anywhere in the attack. We have good attackers with Ferran Torres really coming in, with Bernardo Silva playing more this season. It has been a little disappointing for him last season, but that's expected. And then you have Phil Foden, who will really come into the core. I think what I would like to see is City go and get that central defender, and maybe think about a long-term striking replacement for Sergio Aguero if he's available at the right place. Maybe a Lautaro Martinez, and just start the next season. And also another thing is, there have been rumors that Lionel Messi might be coming to City, might not be coming. I mean, they say that City are in the pole position if he manages to leave, if he wants to leave Barcelona. I mean, I think that is understandable in a way, because Messi has, I mean, there's Pep Guardiola here, there is Ferran Soriano, Txiki Bagaristan, who have worked in the past at Barcelona, so he knows people who are kind of at the club, and he'll feel comfortable. And City, and there's nothing to hide that City has always been wanting to bring in Messi from a long time, not now. But then that's a big if. So we should not be planning this season for Messi. I mean, around that, if it happens, it's well and good. But if it doesn't, this is our transfer strategy. This is our plan. Koulibaly, and then go bang, and then maybe a replacement for Sergio Aguero. Because I think this season, next season it will not just be enough if we concentrate on the Champions League. We need to again concentrate on the Premier League as well. 2 seasons without a Premier League is just not good enough, I think, for a club like City, especially where we are at the moment, the brand of football we play. No, it's not good enough. We should be always there. Come on, this season we were second because the other clubs were even more shit than us. They were just worst. So we were nowhere near challenging Liverpool for the title. And then other thing is, there has been a lot of talk around Pochettino being next in line to replace Pep and all. I mean, all the talks have been rubbish. Pep's agent has come out and said that Pep is not leaving. He'll honor his contract till the end of next season for sure, and after that he'll think. I suspect that the club will convince Pep, and Pep will also want to stay for the next season as well. Again, that will depend on how this season pans out. And I think City will back Pep all the way, and City will just back Pep all the way through in the transfer market, in the current transfer market, because we are not as much affected by the pandemic as other clubs are. So I think this is the best opportunity for us to go out there and flex our muscles again without competing so much in a bidding war for the prices, for example, because not many clubs are able to afford. We have a clean run of many players on whoever are our prime targets. Even on Koulibaly, we have a clean run, though many people feel, there have been a lot of comments on this channel as well, that Koulibaly will never come to City, not for sale and all. I mean, who else has the financial muscle to afford Koulibaly other than City? And Napoli has to sell, like I've been telling for so many of my streams. Napoli has to sell. There's no other go. They bought Victor Osimhen almost from Lille. It's rumored that Gabriel Magalhaes, the centre back from Lille, is also to join Napoli. They won't be in the Europa League champions. They won't be in the Champions League next time, so that will be a loss. So they would have to sell Koulibaly, and it's a buyer's market and not a seller's market. So I think City will have to really take advantage of this and accelerate and accelerate that quest of where they want to see the club. This should see that, okay, this we have been out of the Champions League afresh. Just turn a blank page and start again. there are a lot of positive things, for example, to look forward in the next season. Phil Foden is coming through next season. Eric Garcia, if he stays, will be in and around the first team. Or we have Taylor Howard-Bellis, who's training in and around the first team and will be promoted to the first team. We have two young players who are really coming through from the academy. We have someone like a Nathan Ake who's coming in, who's young, 25, and is said to be leadership material. I mean, there's Ferran Torres, who's really having great dribbling skills, who's up to be the who I see really shades of Cristiano Ronaldo. Him coming through. There's so many positives to look forward to. Why do we want to just get lost in the negatives? What has happened has happened. It's 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and come on, just come out from it. From now, just stop thinking about it. Mistakes happen, things happen. It's fine. So what I would request all of the Man City fans, the Man City fan community, is just stop thinking about this and just try to reflect on the positives from now on, because I'm confident that, unlike other clubs like Man United or some other clubs, we don't step back in spending. We are really fast in the transfer market. We really go there. We really go on the front foot if you want a player. So this transfer market, as I look at it, will be really amazing. It will be great to be a part of. Also, the Premier League just returns in less than a month, so there are plenty of positive things to look forward to. So just enjoy this 1 month break, and then just come back, and then just come back fresh for the Premier League. And also, we'll also be having a keen eye on the transfer market. If you ask me personally, City will sign one or two players in the transfer market, I think. A centre back and maybe a striker, or two centre backs maybe, or a centre back and a left back. Although, as I said, I don't want a left back. I want maybe a centre back and another striker, because Aguero's age is catching up, and I would be delighted, over the moon, if City gets someone like a Lautaro Martinez. And also, talking about some of the news that is coming in, that Pochettino is in front of the line uh, uh, to replace Pep Guardiola if Pep decides to leave or something. Honestly speaking, more than Poch, I would like someone like an Eric Ten Hag, Ajax, to take over. The club. I mean, if Pochettino comes, I would support him, but I somehow see the Eric Ten Hag really. I mean, it's close, I would say, but it's just that Eric Ten Hag is. I mean, I think he plays a bit more attacking brand of football than Pochettino. I think that's the only thing, and he has won trophies, whereas Pochettino hasn't. He's won the Dutch league, if I'm not wrong, and Pochettino hasn't won anything. That would be my only concern. Or else, I think both are really good replacements if and when Pep decides to go. But that's for another day. From now on, for now at least, Pep is staying, and we are gonna really go on the front foot in the transfer market and get the centre back deal done first. I think in a week or so we should be able to complete it. So just forget about the defeat again, and look forward to all the positives from now on for the next month. And then let's see this as a blank page, as a brand new page, which the club will turn and start its quest of again the trophies of really sweeping all that are in front of us. We'll again think that, okay, this one season is just a blip. It happens after two successful seasons. Now again, let's hope, let's believe in. I mean, I strongly believe in the fact that this will be again an era of 2-3 seasons where we really go on and gain that foothold of the Premier League and other competitions, and also in Europe. It's just an exciting time to be a Man City fan. So just enjoy the evening and take care. And if all are really liking the content, please like this video and also do subscribe to this channel. I'll come back to you tomorrow. And until then, take care. See you. Bye.